Block 3 and 4 for physical science. This is Mr. Schmerchna. I hope everyone had a great Easter. Mrs. Scheinman and I kind of talked, and we just wanted to throw together a little introduction video of how this quarter will go. So, hopefully, you guys can see my screen. Here in our fourth quarter of physical science, we will still, just like we were in school, cover 3 units. Those units will be us exploring the states of matter and then heat and temperature and how those things are similar and how they're different and what they really mean in the world. We'll also spend a lot of time doing some calculations. These last 2 units really are very, very math heavy as far as our class goes. Not hard calculations, but Unit 5 will be all about motion and how things move and how things accelerate and how things slow down. And then our last unit will be about forces and how they cause things to move through Newton's laws and different types of energy that exists in that. In our physical science class, it's important you guys understand this is still a required class for graduation, so we hope you're all going to take a chance to get credit for this. There's going to be things in our class that you need for future science classes. Obviously, things are going to be a little bit different and probably a little less strenuous with the given circumstances, but the expectation is that you'll spend 45 minutes a day on your core classes. So there'll be some days where it'll probably be about 45 minutes, and other days I'm sure it'll go much, much quicker. Just a couple reminders, just like Mr. Scheinman and I expect out of you guys every day, you need to be independent problem solvers, but we highly encourage you to use each other, use your resources. We'll provide the textbook online for you to look at. You can use the internet. You guys have all kinds of resources, and don't be scared to ask questions. Couple other quick things here. If you are in our third block, we will meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 1 o'clock to 1:45. If you are in our fourth block, we will meet after that. That's your last one of the Tuesday-Thursday block from 2 o'clock to 2:45. Normally during this hour, 45 minutes, we will not go through the notes and stuff. We'll more answer questions and probably extend some of those ideas. So we will not go over the stuff that you're expected to do on your own, but we'll kind of have some real life things and maybe even talk about some labs and some things we would have in class if we weren't during the current COVID virus pandemic. It is important you guys know we will be taking attendance during Zoom. I mean, there'll be times when you can participate and there'll be times when you just listen, but we will take attendance. Just so you guys kind of know how things go, I'll show you in a minute here, but in our physical science class, most of the time what we'll do is that we'll post some type of short reading. We'll provide the textbook. It's actually the teacher's edition, so you get to see all the answers. That's pretty cool. We'll also provide the audio of that chapter in the textbook, just because some people like to listen to it more. We'll offer a short, quick PowerPoint. Again, that's the textbook one, which has everything. Probably not everything that we'll cover, but it has most of the important stuff. And then it kind of depends on the unit. Sometimes we'll have a short extension activity where you might go do a simulation lab online or read a quick article. Sometimes we'll have a short assignment for you to reflect on based on some things that we've talked about. And every now and then we'll try to find some type of a lab that you can still do on the computer or still do at home. And then at the end of every section, we'll have a short quiz. And I know normally we're scared about that word, but really what it just is like our exit tickets on the way out of class. It'll be anywhere from usually 5 to 8 questions. Some will be very, very easy. There'll always be 1 or 2 medium ones, but they just measure that you're learning the right things that you're supposed to. If we do have assignments, they'll be anywhere from 5 to 10 problems, especially in our last 2 units where you have to practice mathematical equations. We'll always want you to practice those. If we do have an assignment, we'll make the link so that you can copy it into your Google Docs, and then you'll put your name on it so you can submit it back to us on Canvas. Like I said, those quizzes, we will put an 88 or a 90-minute time limit on, just like we'd have in class, but I doubt they'll take you guys even close to that long, but then you at least don't have to worry about it. I mean, again, most of them are going to be pretty basic learning understandings. There'll be a couple extension ones, though. You'll get 3 attempts at each quiz, so it won't give you all the right answers, but it will tell you which ones you get wrong, and then we'll always grade those quizzes, and that's really what a lot of your grade will be. Keep in mind that this quarter will be credit or no credit. There won't be A's or B's and C's. Last but not least, we just wanted to kind of highlight that you guys need to understand we're not going to be able to do a lot of the cool labs we would have during class this semester. Mr. Scheinman and I, though, we will try to find some things that would be like that and try to find some cool readings so it's not just textbook and quizzes all the time, that we're actually kind of applying some of that learning. I know this will be our first time together on Canvas, so we'll learn it together. If there's things that you guys don't like the way I put it on Canvas, or you want us to put an answer key out differently, just let us know and we can put the notes up different or whatever you want. And lastly, we'd encourage you to make sure you check your Canvas and your school emails daily. That'll be important just so you can stay in the loop on stuff. We're excited to see all you guys. We miss you, and we're going to make the most out of this quarter. See you at our Zoom meeting tomorrow, which is Tuesday at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. We'll send you out a link in your emails.